need to start gatekeeping Carnival. There is no reason on this earth for anybody that's not from the Caribbean to be at Carnival, and I don't care how y'all feel on the subject. Carnival is starting to get too commercialized for me. Y'all know I love Jada Waiter, but what the fuck do her and her American friends know about Carnival? You're not from the Caribbean, you don't know the music, you don't know the people, you don't know the food, you don't know the culture. What are you doing at Carnival? A lot of y'all look at Carnival as just a way to dress skimpy and go outside and shake your ass. And the fact that y'all reduce our culture to such bullshit just because you want to post on Instagram. And then I'm confused because a lot of y'all that are trying to talk down, y'all come from cultures that are disrespected in every which corner of this earth. So where do you find the space to talk about what Caribbean people are doing? I feel like you need to be either a citizen of a Caribbean island or eligible for citizenship on a Caribbean island to be at Carnival, period. I don't care.
What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Goon Turned God. I'm back with another video for y'all. First off, just let me say that I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long, but I promise to continue to pump out these videos for y'all. And hopefully it's better quality than what it was before. But this first video that I have for y'all, it looks like this lady was ranting about on TikTok about how she doesn't like Americans. It sounds like specifically Black Americans that she was ranting about how we come to the Caribbean Carnival that's hosted in New York, and how Americans shouldn't be allowed at the carnival because we don't understand or respect the culture whenever we join the event. This just sounds completely asinine to me, because how is an immigrant gonna tell Americans where we can go or not go in America? You know, that would be my first question. And then I guess my next statement to her will be, well, why don't you host this carnival back in your dusty ass country? You know, why did you have to come flee over here and run from your culture that you love so much, you know, to host this carnival in America just to complain? Some people might just be going to go get a few drinks or food, you know? I mean, they don't necessarily have to fuck with the culture or, you know, completely understand the culture. Y'all are in America, so, you know, just get that straight. I can understand if it was like some tourists going to one of these islands or, you know, one of these places in the Caribbean and then going to the carnival and I guess being disrespectful there, or I guess like not necessarily understanding the culture there. But y'all are in America. Y'all need to understand our culture first. And that's one thing that I would like to bring up, because she, you know, was very critical on Americans not understanding their culture, when most immigrants don't even understand our culture over here. This is why they take lower paying jobs and, you know, kneel to these corporations that we've been fighting against for years and years and years now. You know, every time when we fight for more pay, equal rights in the workplace, these immigrants come over here and they kneel down to these corporations because, oh, they got people who are hungry back at home. Well, to fix that, get educated in your own homeland and fix your own country, just like Black Americans did here. We didn't run to another country and be like, oh, we were oppressed in this country and, you know, we couldn't make anything happen, so this is why we're in Jamaica, this is why we're in Europe. Like, no, we stayed here in America, we fixed our country, we got our government in line, and now we have all these opportunities over here that we made for ourselves. But unfortunately, we had these immigrants coming over here and undermining everything that we achieved and everything that we did for them. And now they're trying to regulate where Americans go and where they can't go. So if immigrants are going to have anything, any type of comments to say about Americans, then y'all definitely need to get yourselves educated on y'all's own homeland and, you know, see how y'all could help y'all's own people out, besides, you know, just trying to run and flee all the time. Because that's not the mentality that we have here in America. We want to fix our country so we don't become a third world country. We want to keep our government in line so we don't get taken advantage of. So these are some American values that I hope some of these immigrants will adopt over time. But it seems like they just won't get it, and they just don't want to understand it. You know, they always want to comment on Americans being lazy, saying little sly shit like that. I've never understood it. I'm just like, if you're so educated, if you're such a hard worker, then why can't you do the same thing in your own country? It's because you're a renter, it's because you're not loyal to what you actually stand for. And I think personally that they don't like their own culture. That's why they ran from it in the first place.
But me with my mother being an American Black woman and my father being a Jamaican man from Jamaica, right? I can say that my father's side of the family looked at Black Americans a certain way. And they already had in their mind, whether they said it on social media or not, oh, Yankee this, Yankee that. That's been a real thing. We could sit here and make it seem like it's an illusion, but all other groups of Black people, which we're all Black, like no matter, I don't give a fuck what island you from, which forest you from, or whatever the fuck you from, we all are Black. And we tend to look down on Black Americans. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, I even hear people say, oh, well, if you go to, they're like, oh, we come out here and this, that, and and you guys are lazy, this, that, and another. Oh, y'all don't do shit. Oh, y'all just on welfare, when Black people are not even the most on welfare. You get what I'm saying? But there's this whole mindset of Black people being lazy when we built America. You get what I'm saying? And yes, immigrants come here and get an opportunity, but it is a real slight on Black Americans. It's just people come here from different countries and just look down on African Americans.
So the host of this podcast is actually mixed, which I didn't even know. He didn't necessarily say where his dad was from, but his mom was a Black American. And he said, through his experience, just growing up in America or whatnot, that his dad did look down on Black Americans and, told him to stay away, that he shouldn't necessarily mingle with the Black Americans or whatnot, because of this preconception that he already had on Black Americans before he even got to this country. And that's because a lot of these immigrants, they just believe what they see on TV. They don't want to do any further research and actually understand Black American culture or just American culture in general before they even come over here. They're coming over here for selfish reasons. They're not coming over here to make this country a better place. And they're not even making their own homeland a better place. That's why they're fleeing over here in the first place. But let me not go on another rant about that. But as you could hear, this host, just explaining how Black Americans built this country for these immigrants to even come over here in the first place, and then to get undermined from all the work that we did and the work that we put in, just completely outrageous, to be honest.
Did not delete it. TikTok took it down for bullying and harassment. Anyways, but they just... But I feel like there's a whole lot of confusion and bitches mad, so let's talk about it. I never understood what people meant when they said that Americans think that the world is America, but now I understand. Because how does non-Caribbean people equal Black Americans? That doesn't even make sense. There's all types of different races and cultures of people that be at Carnival that shouldn't be there. I never said anything about race. Y'all started assuming I was talking about y'all and ran with it. But that's part of a bigger conversation. A lot of y'all was in the comments saying, oh, we're all Black, we're all Black, we're all Black. That's cool, fine, and dandy. We all know that. But what a lot of Black Americans don't understand is when you come from a country where 99.99% of the people are Black, that's not a unifier. The same people that are oppressing you are Black. So I understand why some Caribbean people and some African people, they don't subscribe to that idea that, oh, we're all Black, so we all need to look out for each other. And I feel like we all should be gatekeeping our cultures. Yeah, we're all Black, but at the end of the day, our differences make us unique. Caribbean culture is not based on the fact that we're Black. Black American culture is based on the fact of being Black. That is two completely different things. A lot of the Black Americans in the comments, they were like, oh, what if we started gatekeeping our culture? Y'all should have been doing that. And the fact that y'all didn't, y'all are seeing the negative consequences of it now. So how can somebody not look at y'all in this situation and think, geesh, maybe I don't want this for myself and my culture? And at the end of the day, the people that are upset because they feel personally attacked and excluded. But it's not personal. It's not about you. It's not about me. It's about the preservation of culture. And both of us being Black does not mean that I have unlimited access to your culture. or that you have unlimited access to mine. At the end of the day, I said what I said. I'm not changing it. I'm not taking it back. I'm not apologizing for it. If we want our children to be able to go to a proper carnival, we need to do something about the commercialization of carnival now. And a lot of y'all are saying, oh, go back to your island, go back to your island. Babe, trust me, I am. Like, there's no version of me living till old age and dying in this country. You're bugging. Like, we're not even gonna have social security. Why would I stay here? Like, I don't know if y'all know, but America is on the decline, but that's a different conversation. Either way it go, y'all still gonna be mad. Like,
one thing that I would agree on with that girl that was going on a rant was Black people aren't all the same at all. You know, we should gatekeep our cultures, and I think that's why a lot of immigrants are getting mad right now that this FBA movement, Foundational Black Americans, is coming up in the conversation, because we're trying to gatekeep our own culture here in America and not let people just come over here and try to claim the title as Black, as they're a Black American when they're not. And then they try to separate themselves from us whenever they host their own events or whenever they have, you know, special accolades or whatever. But then, you know, whenever social policies or anything that comes up where we're trying to benefit our community, then all of a sudden they want to claim Black, which is ridiculous. But, you know, we're definitely not falling for that same old trick anymore. Here in America, we're starting to wake up and realize that these immigrants coming over here just because they have the same skin color as us does not mean that they're on the same plight as us as far as trying to make this country better and make the world a better place in general, you know, for us. But they're not understanding. They're coming from like a crab in a bucket mentality, fleeing their homeland and then trying to come over here and use Black Americans as a stepping stone. But we're just ignoring those coons, ignoring all of the divestors that are trying to come over here and cause division. We're just saying focus on our mission here in America. And, you know, I guess the immigrants that do want to tag along, they can. But if you want to stay ignorant and, you know, just keep fleeing and running from your problems and issues, then you can choose to do so. But here in America, Black Americans are constantly fighting for our rights and certain policies against these big corporations that tend to just continuously take advantage of people. But y'all definitely let me know how y'all feel about this down in the comments below. If y'all ever faced any backlash from immigrants, if you're a Black American or if you're an immigrant and you have a preconception of Americans or Black Americans in general, then please let me know. But I would definitely catch y'all in the next video. And if y'all want to cop some merch, please go and visit the website, Goon Turn God. And if y'all like these type of discussions and topics, please join the Discord. It should be a link down in the description below. And also, if you want to view the original video, it will be down in the description below as well. But y'all definitely enjoy the rest of y'all's day, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, all right?